Firstly, thanks for considering enrolling in this course. This course emerged from accident. I was trying to develop a course for mineral processing. I was explaining how to link in arrays, name ranges, and create VBA functions. And then I realized I was dwelling on it for too long and it should be a separate course. And so the course title is, of course, Mastering Name Ranges, Arrays, and VBA. The VBA component, Visual Basic for Applications, is only focused on creating array functions. It's not a comprehensive VBA course at all. This course really goes into the basics of how to link those three skills. It doesn't go into great levels of depth. So what's an array? An array is a collection of data where you can apply an equation or a formula or a function to a collection of data rather than doing it cell by cell. It's a cognitive change in the way you use Excel. And many people don't make that cognitive change. The reason for it is because if you learn to use arrays, it becomes difficult to use. If you use name ranges, it becomes difficult to use. If you use VBA, it's difficult to use. But you actually need to learn all the three skills together and work out how they link together. And that's the focus of this course. What are the benefits of doing it this way? You create workbooks that are less error prone, easier to understand, providing the person who reads your workbook also understands arrays and name ranges. It's more logical because you get rid of this A1 notation and you're describing the data the way it should be described. And it provides a better basis for more complex use of Excel. As I said, my background is engineering, primarily mineral processing, mathematics, and I'm creating applications useful for primarily mineral processors, but also for general engineers and scientists. I'm creating these applications, I'm using these advanced techniques. And so if we want to go down the path of constructing very sophisticated Excel workbooks and systems, we do need to understand these concepts of this course. I haven't really found an equivalent course anywhere else. So I think this course is novel and new, and certainly it is consistent with the approaches I'll be providing in future courses. So it's primarily focused on linking three skills: arrays, name ranges, and VBA. Skills taught in this course, simply VBA applicable to name ranges and arrays, effective use of name ranges, and effective use of arrays. To highlight, we're learning three skills: 1, 1, 1, but in this case, 1 plus 1 equals 10. Your improvement in using Excel will be substantial, but you'll be a lot more knowledgeable than someone who can use Excel, or someone who can use VBA, or someone who can use name ranges, because you know how to link them together. Who's this course for? Maybe a better question, who is this course not suitable for? Because I think there's quite a few people who it would not be suitable for. It's not suitable for people who aren't cognitively familiar with creating functions, who don't use Excel for mathematical manipulation. You don't have to have a PhD in mathematics to use these techniques, but you've got to have some natural understanding of mathematics. There will be no mathematical equations. There will be some formula. So it's really for any Excel user who applies formula. But I would say it's particularly useful if you create your own functions. I think I'm going to say if you create your own functions in VBA, this course is essential. The course was originally designed for mineral processing, and when you look through the lectures, you'll definitely see some mineral processing slant to some of the lectures. It was adapted to be for a more general participant group. The examples are straightforward. Yes, they're from mineral processing, but all you really need to know is basic statistical knowledge, such as what is standard deviation. No formulas are complicated in any way. Even if you've never seen standard deviations before, I don't think you'll struggle with this course. There is a prerequisite, effective use of name ranges. That's where I discuss how to use name ranges, but I limit it not to use VBA. I wanted to make that a separate course because there's a certain user of Excel who will say they want to use Excel, but they don't want to use VBA. So I thought, okay, I'll just keep that course to people who don't want to use VBA. In this course, it's for people who are comfortable making the transition to using VBA. So I hope you'll join us for the course. There'll be further courses. This is in analysis and complex flowchart modeling later on. So this is a good course to start if you want to do more advanced Excel process modeling later on.